Brighton and Manchester United should be high on confidence after making winning starts to the 2024-2025 Premier League season. United kicked off the campaign on Friday with a 1-0 win against Fulham and a debut goal for Joshua Zirkzee. Less than 24 hours later, new Albion boss Fabian Hurzeler was celebrating a magnificent 3-0 win at Everton. Yankuba Minteh came off at Everton with a concussion but could still feature on the right side of Hurzeler's attack in a 4-2-3-1 shape. Julio, Enciso and Solly March are still out, but Pervis, Estupinan and Ferguson back in training. Erik Ten Hag also deployed a 4-2-3-1 setup against Fulham with Bruno Fernandes in a false nine role. Alejandro Garnacho and Zirkzee are pushing for starts. The latter could feature centrally if Ten Hag feels it would work. Still missing are the likes of Luke Shaw, Tyrell Malaysia, Victor Lindelof, Lenny Yoro and Rasmus Højlund. Brighton are top of the table courtesy of their season-opening win, just their second victory in 11 league matches. United, who signed off last season with a 2-0 win at the Amex, have won 3 league games in a row. United only trailed at half-time in 2 of their 19 away games last season, a joint best record shared with neighbours Man City. Hurzeler could not have wished for a better start to life as a Premier League manager, but now comes a different test altogether. Everton, crushed 3-0 at Goodison by Albion, were average at best last season and did not look much better at the weekend. Ten Hag's United are a step up in class, and even with injuries to big-name players, they looked decent enough in their 1-0 opening win over Fulham. It was a far from convincing performance from United as Ten Hag shuffled his troops and tried to integrate new players. But they looked strong in defense and will need to stay disciplined again as Brighton try to hit them with quick passing and pacey forwards, none more so than Kaoru Mitoma, who was at his slippery and speedy best at Goodison. United were poor defending set pieces last season, but that is not a notable area of danger from Brighton, whose best work traditionally comes along the deck. One match form is no guide, so do not get overly seduced by the scoreline on Saturday at Goodison Park. United won 2-0 at Brighton as recently as May and can repeat the feat this weekend. Brighton vs Manchester United predicted lineups. Brighton wants to maintain their positive trend at the start of this season. Brighton manager Fabian Hurzeler will still maintain their best team when they beat Everton 3-0 last week. Jason Steele is still the main choice to keep Brighton's goal from conceding. Jack Hinchelwood, Lewis Dunk, Joel Veltman and Van Heck will be Brighton's strong defense at the back. Mats Wiefer, James Milner, Kaoru Mitoma, João Pedro and Yankuba Minteh will be the brains of Brighton's attack in midfield. In Manchester United manager, Erik Ten Hag will try to steal victory at home to Brighton this week. Ten Hag will field their best players to achieve their 3-point mission. Andre Onana will remain strong in goal for the Red Devils. Diogo Dalot, Lisandro Martinez, Harry Maguire and Noussair Mazraoui will provide a strong defense to prevent Brighton's sporadic attacks. Casemiro, Kobbie Mainoo, Marcus Rashford and Bruno Fernandes will try to control the midfield to give Alejandro Garnacho and Joshua Zirkzee the opportunity to break into the Brighton goal. Football Canal predicts the battle between Brighton and Manchester United will be fierce. Both teams will try to find victory in order to maintain their position in the race for the top of the standings at the start of this season. Both teams will show their best game to achieve victory. A draw is a fair result for the efforts of the two teams later.